Welcome everybody to Curved Brim After Dark.
Curved Brim After Dark. I think that's Anna's line, though. Anna's the
Sorry, Anna,
inspiration.
continue. Anna, I'm sorry.
It does it so well, though. Like it's great. Sounds great. I think you should. I think you should take over. But what are you drinking on there? I noticed a special can.
A special can
Oh,
of Rainier beer
Rainier.
in honor of the my Seattle Mariners making the playoffs for the first time in 20 years.
Whoa. No. You can't take on the Seattle Mariners just yet. You can't take him on. You got your Phillies, they fumbled and bumbled and they made it though.
Yep, they did. They won the slap fight with the Brewers and eked into the playoffs. So I'd like to thank Major League Baseball for lowering the bar for entry. I'd like to thank the Milwaukee Brewers for crapping the bed worse than the Phillies did, losing 2 out of 3 to the Marlins when they absolutely had to win.
Yeah.
Punch their ticket to the dance floor.
Pat Larson. Pat Larson's ready. Pat Larson's ready to bring it.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's so feisty.
I just want both teams to have fun.
No. The season's over. Right, regular season's over. Ain't nobody having fun. This is for all the marbles now.
It's true. Was today the worst day of baseball in how long? Like, I mean, has there been a more meaningless day of baseball since the last game of spring training?
Today, yes. However, yesterday there was still some things being decided.
There was some stuff.
For MLB, it played out perfectly. The whole season actually meant something except for one game.
I was rooting hard for the Padres to cinch that 5 seed up. I did not want to play the Mets in the first round.
The Mets are, yes, I am, Chris. Yes, I am. Look at this,
Yeah, look at it.
Here we go. Wait a minute.
The Crossy Road G.
I got the Tervis Tumbler Rays here, which is like double dipping on Florida fandom. So
yeah, I was drinking from a Phillies Rays tumbler earlier today, but I don't have any Phillies stuff in the basement. This is all my minor league stuff. I've got some Phillies
Rays, like a World Series one or what? Phillies?
No. A Phillies. Did I say Rays? I said a Phillies tumbler is what I was trying to say.
No.
You said Phillies Rays tumbler, and I was like, well, that's an interesting collab. But
I can't even claim to be distracted by ongoing games right now because guess what? There are no ongoing games right now.
It's that 3 sips of that Rainier's beer.
That's right.
For real. That's some strong stuff.
I had.
You probably put some extra stuff in it.
I did not. I had several Yinglings, and Yingling and Rainier are basically the same beer, just separated by a coast. And I had several Yinglings in the rain at the Eagles game last week.
Eagles?
And Eagles. Iggles. Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept me nice and warm.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Look rappy for you. That was you definitely said Phillies Rays tumbler. Look at that.
All right, Chris. Phillies Rays tumbler. Hey, maybe we'll revisit 2008. I'm ready.
It'll go better this time, I think. Maybe
it almost certainly would. Yes, unless the series was only 2 games and we didn't have to get to the 3rd spot in our lineup.
Well, hello, baseball and barbecue. What's up, guys?
Barbecue. Now I want to go get my Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs cutting board.
Roll there, sunshine.
Who, me?
You should get it though and put it right there in front of you.
I was going to go get my. Yeah, you're telling me to slow my roll. I was going to go promote baseball. You
probably will be like running up to your kitchen and go get it.
It's in my kitchen. It's right upstairs. It would take me. I mean, it's up on the 4th floor, and I'm down here in the sub basement. So I'd have to go up like 6 floors to get it. So it's a. Oh wait, I live in a townhouse. Sorry.
Look at that. We just interviewed Patrick and Corey from up. What?
Awesome.
Love those guys.
That's funny. I've been checking my email for a note from Baseball and Barbecue. I haven't seen it yet.
That's the elusive Patrick and Corey interview.
Patrick and Corey.
Yeah, it's unique to get them both.
Because Corey is Silent Bob here. He
really is.
Yeah.
Man, a few words. Yeah.
He really is.
That's funny.
World Baseball Classic going on right now. I like it.
Listen, this is ignorant of me to ask this question. There's a Baseball and Barbecue podcast, or is it new?
Maybe it is new.
Because the podcast will be released in a few weeks. Baseball and Barbecue is saying.
What about a actual YouTube show?
It's an actual YouTube
Yeah,
show.
there it is.
I need to learn more about this baseball.
We
and
gotta hit the
Barbecue
subscribe
podcast.
button. We gotta hit the subscribe button.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, Baseball and Barbecue, go ahead and throw that in the 157 episodes. So brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new. They just started a couple days ago. Don't worry about it, guys.
All right.
Oh
my gosh. Ed, look at your sweatshirt. The old Crossy Road G.
The 7-year-old G.
The 7. Oh yeah, like the block letters that the 7-year-olds like to do.
This is the block S. Exactly. This is exactly the sign by him.
Have you played Crossy Roads? Have you seen their little like 45-degree angle 3-dimensional characters? You gotta check out Crossy Road and you'll know what I'm talking about.
I will check it out. Darren Bowles pulled off the comeback AAA.
Our good friend Eric Prophet was there at the game and
in person.
Yeah, he made me feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Did he text you and like
he did? Of course he did.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I was like, you should be here. I'm like, dude, I'm prepping for an interview, man. I was like, yo, me and Paul can help you.
Oddly, I didn't get that text from Eric. There must be something wrong with my phone. I'm like, what's going on? You on? Hello?
No emails, no text messages.
Something's going on with my phone, guys.
Oh my gosh!
Watch out for the Rays again. The one of the best farm teams in the system right now. So those hot rods, those Bulls.
They keep winning all the championships. I think there was like one, like their lowest level team went to the championship and lost, but like the rest of their teams are winning the championships. So
I will not be talking bad about the Rays at all until after Sunday.
Yeah.
That's my rule. I will.
Or me. You won't be talking to me either, though. Like I don't know.
This weekend we will not be talking.
Ed, what do you think is the worst ballpark left in the playoffs right now? Think about all the ballparks.
I feel like this is a loaded question, Paul.
There's so many good ones out there, guys. I just
Ed just said he wasn't going to talk about the Rays bad anymore, so I wanted to see.
Oh man!
All right, let's
Stadium.
Let's talk about these matchups here. All right, let's see, and not just because everyone's talking about the matchups. Everyone's saying, okay, so every power ranking you see is like the Dodgers are definitely going to win it all.
Or the Yankees, and
then you see Yankees 2, Braves 3rd. I've seen a lot of Mets 4th, and then and then they get into like the other division winners, like the Cardinals and the Guardians both seem to be like sort of mid range there. Nobody's giving Seattle any love. Seattle's like 11 or 12 all the time. The one I just saw had the Rays 12, Seattle 11, Phillies 10.
Well, isn't that like the I think the reason for that is for both Tampa and Seattle is because they have so many injuries.
Yeah.
Right. And and that's the reason though, right? Like, I mean, that's why, I know for Seattle, they're just getting injured left and right now. They can't stay healthy.
All right. Well, that's that's the thing about the Mariners, right? Like, because they had Eugenio Suarez was hurt. Obviously, Julio was hurt.
Thank you, Baseball Barbecue.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. So, all right, but let's talk about these matchups. Let's start with the least intrusive one on this community. I guess Mets Padres. Do we have any Mets?
Tim Stoops is a Padres fan.
Tim's a Padres fan.
Right,
okay, is he here? Tim, are you here tonight?
I saw the Pods as last in one of the rankings that I saw. They were least favored to win it all.
Okay,
such a weird team, right?
Yeah.
Well, without
Tatis.
Yes, thank you. I was like,
Jeff's a Mets fan.
So long.
Man,
there we go.
What's the record for blocking someone as soon as they followed you? Just kidding, Jeff. We love you.
Well, but here's the thing with the Mets too, though. Like, I mean, they were doing really good, and then all of a sudden it get to the end and just barely got passed by Atlanta.
That was my thing. Now here's a thought. one reason I was glad Atlanta passed the Mets, because I think I dislike both of those teams equally, as is my birthright as a Phillies fan. But with the Braves winning that series, that means one fewer series where we have to hear the chop.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because the first round bye.
I'm afraid with Pat Larson's. Okay, this is a genuine concern I have with Pat Larson's Blue Jays going up against Eric Merton's Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned that one of them might seriously injure themselves congratulating the other on the victory at the end of the series.
You're right.
One of those guys is going to get hurt being overly gracious.
I can see a Twitter thread of nothing but no. Thank you. No.
You guys.
Your team really did good. Thank you. That's what I see. Until one of them gets blocked for just saying thank you too much.
Yeah. Whereas you two with your Guardians and your Rays going up against one another, it's just going to be a series of gifs of just like head shaking, just like
exactly. Me and Anna on the same boat are like, oh.
It's just like
there's going to be a lot of Taylor Swift gifts involved. I will say that.
I'm with it. All right. Well, let's get to the schedule.
All right. Yeah, we got a rundown here.
All right. So I pulled up the schedule. All right. So Friday we have my Guardians against Anna's Rays at 12:07.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 11 o'clock for you Central Time Zone, folks. And for those of you on the West Coast, it's breakfast baseball at 9 a.m., which is living the dream.
Yep. There it is. Right. So 12:07 Eastern Time.
Yeah.
And then that's followed by Cardinals hosting the Philadelphia Phillies at
America's
2:07.
team.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That's going to be at 2:00, and then after that, Toronto hosting Seattle.
Okay.
At 4:07.
Battle for Canada.
Yeah. Right.
Seattle's in Canada, isn't it?
Okay, they're almost there. And then last but not least, New York Mets hosting the San Diego Padres.
Wow.
8:00.
Okay. Stay classy. And they get that series, they get the primetime game all 3 nights here in this first round. So there's no mixing it up.
No, they don't. Kinda. Because St. Louis and Philly Saturday get the prime time. 8:00, 8:30 start.
But I think they're on at the same time. I think they start at the same time. I think they're both
7:30 for New York, 8:30 for St. Louis.
Oh, really? All right.
But of course, Anna, our teams, okay, we get the afternoon, schedule.
11 a.m. Yeah.
We get the crappiest schedule there is.
If they could have put you on a Tuesday, they would have.
If they could have put us on a Tuesday at 10:00 in the morning, they would have.
Listen, here's what's great about it. I get to set up the ball game. I'm watching as I'm working, which means I can't pay too much attention to it, so I won't go crazy, right? The second best thing about it is I'll be going out Friday night, either happy or sad, but
either way you're drinking.
The solution to both of those is the same thing, so it's gonna be great. Yeah,
I love it. All right. So it's not look. Friday is going to be a great day for baseball. For us, obviously fans that we have our teams, in the playoffs, it's going to be great, right? All day, the whole day, it's going to be nothing but baseball. 12, 2, 4, 8, and it's going to be great. So
can I say something real quick about that? We're hiring a marketing and outreach person at the association where I work. And guess what? We have 3 interviews scheduled on Friday. Guess what time they are?
12, 2, and 4?
10, 12, 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Put it on your phone and then, on the side. Are they Zoom calls?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Put it on the side.
Oh, no, my camera's broken. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the candidate will be like, well, I prefer a multifaceted approach to distributing information. And I'll be like, yes!
That's gonna be great.
Well, I think that Facebook's actually kind of overrated. Son of a!
Why would you do that?
That'll
be hilarious.
Shane off on Fridays.
Beautiful.
Here's the thing: here's a question: is there a team that you're rooting against in the playoffs? If you could pick one, maybe 2 teams,
Yankees.
Okay, Yankees.
I'm sorry, I said that too fast.
That's all right.
My bad. I'm sorry.
It's a good burger, Donnie. Anna, how about you? Is there one team that you could choose not to win? Okay, Pat Larson says Yankees. Wow, that's as close as a negative thing that you'll ever hear from Pat Larson.
Right.
Seriously.
Can't decide if like I would be more upset over Houston or the Yankees.
See, we got this American League crowd. Oh, look at Eric Profit. Eric Profit coming in, weapons hot here.
Whoa! I'm sorry. It's
Whoa.
because that you know what? I can actually say this. It's because we whooped that ass.
Joe coming in with the Astros. I can't believe no one has yet said Phillies. Wow, even Jeff, the Yankees fan, coming. There you go, Johnny. That's the answer.
That's
Braves.
I don't hate the Astros as much a lot of people do. Most of those people are like, obviously you got a couple of people still there, but I cannot, in good conscience, ever root against Dusty Baker.
No.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's not even over the like cheating scandal. It's just 2019. Like, it's just they've been the ones to kick us out.
This is why I would choose even the Mets over the Braves at this point. So I do not want to see the Braves repeat. But I think, my two, like the only two where I'd like really be genuinely disappointed to see them win are the Mets and the Braves. Not in that order. The Braves, then Mets.
Yeah. No, Yankees.
Yeah. Yankees. I guess maybe because I'm just National League, it doesn't.
Well, and I'm a Cleveland, right? Like, I mean, it goes back to, those years of like just Yankees just beating on Cleveland. And I've never, whoa, it's because you stood me up in Vegas.
I don't know. I was there. I was actually standing there in the I'm trying to think of any casino in the Tropicana. I was standing there in the Tropicana lobby. I was sitting there at the blackjack tables waiting for Eric to text me, and
never did. It's because your phone doesn't work. Remember,
my phone. There's something wrong with my phone. It's not getting emails or texts.
I like that Eric said he had a 12-person ice cream sundae, and I'm so curious to know.
I'm sure he finished it by himself.
It's first of all,
I know.
That's John. That's Eric coming in soft. I'm sorry, Anna. I talked over you. You go.
No, that's it. I just want to know, Eric, did you eat that entire 12-person sundae on your own?
I agree with John on this one, though. It's fans that I'm rooting against. Yeah, I'm with you there. I can agree to that.
That thing that Eric sent a picture of is they give you 2 spoons with it. So they expect you to have a buddy there. So like, for instance, Eric Profit really was missing Ed. Because that's who he thinks of when he thinks of ice cream in baseball games, I guess. And
come on.
So he sent a little quick text to Ed and said, "Hey, I'm missing you, buddy." And so that's a 2-person. That's a 2-person item. That's a 2-person item right there. If he ate it by himself, that's what I did. I gave away one of the churros when I was there. So
yeah. You could just say it's a backup spoon in case you drop one. Like maybe it's not for another person. It's just a spare.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. And it's a backup churro as well, in case you drop the churro.
Mike, you're from Ohio, dude. I get it, though. He's a Georgia Bulldog fan for no Ohio State there. Yeah. But I'm with him on the Yankees. Can root.
Okay. So a lot of people, not a single person, and this is unusual for me as a Phillies fan, not a single person said Phillies.
Your cat
is hilarious. Your cat's like rawr!
Yodel is announcing her presence with authority. Yeah.
They gave me no spoons. I had to get my own. Did you use your hand?
Oh, here it is.
Weird. Paul never told me he wasn't coming to Vegas after making.
I was actually there. I was there the whole time. I was in the room next to him. Just waiting for a text.
Dude, I so wanted to. Oh God, I still regret it. I really. But
I bet it was less rainy than where I actually did end up.
No.
Yeah. Oh my, Chris. All right. So Yodel, are we all right here?
Yeah, pick me up.
She'll get up here eventually. She's 16 years old, so it'll take her a minute. She
she's really angry.
No, it's just how she talks. Is she what?
Driving yet?
My 15-year-old daughter is still amazed that the cat is older than her.
It's impressive.
It is actually.
Like, haven't you croaked yet?
I want to go back to something. I think I saw Dave and somebody else had hopped in about this 4-day rest period for the top seeds here, and that was my thought too about Judge not being in the lineup today for New York. Is like he's already gonna rest for now it'll be what 5-6 days at this point.
Originally 5 days. What plus that one?
Yeah, you gotta wonder, like, what's the thought process behind that? Whose idea was that? Was it his, was it Aaron Boone? It's interesting to kinda see if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing.
I was actually gonna ask you guys about this because I think there has to be something to be said about too long of a period of time for a baseball player playing after all these many days in a row, right? To all of a sudden have a 5-day break in between and no action, and then try to ramp right back up on a playoff. Could that go against any of these teams that are going to be resting?
Yeah,
could that affect them?
It's like the All-Star break,
Didn't hurt the Phillies in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm coming in weapons hot. I'm going full Phillies fan tonight, Harris.
There is no Patrick Larson here today.
I love all you guys.
That makes sense. Well, 50 straight games is a lot. So I hear you.
Yeah.
I saw that was like yesterday in the Phillies game. It was like Bryce Harper and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs were playing.
Yeah.
So can you tell what happened when your Phillies were playing?
Oh my God.
And I was texting him. Okay. So I was actively texting him between, because I was watching the Arizona game against the Brewers and then Philly. And I'm like, I was literally getting angry at Arizona because they kept blowing it.
So what happened was the magic number was 1, even though it drives me crazy that the Major League Baseball site can't track tiebreakers in their elimination number. So even after the Phillies had clinched a playoff berth, it still said the Brewers elimination number was 1. That was annoying.
It really was.
So I was thinking that the most Phillies thing ever, and Ranger Amy will tell you that I am an optimist in nearly every aspect of life except for Phillies fandom.
Except for sports.
She just told me that just the other day. So I was actually on the phone with Amy watching 2 games. Ed is firing texts at me, and I'm just like, I can't believe what I'm watching. This is actually true. That's funny. There were like 5,000 and some blockbusters open when the Mariners last made the playoffs. Yeah. So anyway, the Phillies magic number was 1, but they had a 3-game set with Houston and could very easily have been swept by Houston. The Brewers had a 3-game set with Arizona at home, could very easily have swept that series. That's right. Wildlife correspondent Ranger Amy. Sorry. So I'm sitting there watching, and in the 8th inning of both games, 9th inning of both games, the Phillies had a 3-run lead and the Diamondbacks had a 3-run lead. And I'm thinking, okay, so the Phillies can trot out their bullpen here. They can blow the lead. We can back into the playoffs. By the time the playoffs come around, I won't care that they backed in. And so I'm watching, and sure enough, the Diamondbacks blow a 3-run lead. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to have gone from both teams having a 3-run lead in the 9th inning to missing the playoffs in 3 days. And I don't know what the Brewers ended up doing with the Diamondbacks. Did they sweep the Diamondbacks?
No, they lost the first one, didn't they?
No, they won the first. The first one was the one we were watching together where they blew the lead and then lost in the 10th.
I was so angry. Angry.
And Ed is texting me like it's his team that's lost. But
for real.
Now Eric's mad that I'm getting Ed's texts. I want texts from Eric Prophet about the Phillies game on Friday. Actually, no, I don't, because I don't expect that to go well. But anyway, Ed is texting me like he's like mad, like it's his own team about to get knocked out of the playoffs by the Diamondbacks not being able to finish a game against the Brewers. And then the Phillies did a thing that I've not seen before, which is where they bring in a person to pitch the 9th inning, and then that person gets 3 outs in a row. And I didn't know that was actually part of the rules of Major League Baseball, that you can do that.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah. So I learned that recently that you can do that. So
I was like so into this game. I literally had 2 boxes going out of both the games.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, okay, listen. And I'm sending this to Paul. I was like, can these guys just make it out? That's it. That's all we're asking.
Why
Just
not?
make it out.
No, they could not. Yeah.
Oh, and
Gave
then
up.
at the end, I finally was like, hey, congratulations, your team won. I'm going to bed.
Two runs scored on an error in the 9th inning.
Yep.
Noah Syndergaard will not pitch in the playoffs. He probably won't even be on the postseason roster. That's my guess.
Why not?
Why not? Because he's terrible. He's throwing batting practice out there.
True story.
Yeah. Do they reset the rosters between the wild card round and the divisional series?
I think they have an option to do that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what starts tomorrow? You know what I put up tomorrow morning? The Helmet Sunday playoff bracket.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Yeah.
Time to bust that out.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I've got an actual Guardians helmet that I can use. I don't have
an actual Guardians, the one with the C or the one with the actual the
C. Yeah, I don't know if the Crossy Road G exists.
No, I haven't seen one. So
yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna get some photos of the baseball helmet, the Helmet Sunday playoff bracket. Start flipping them over as they get eliminated, advancing the other ones. If I were better at like stop action photography, I would like create like a little thing where I'd like the helmets like flip themselves and then move forward.
That would be fun. Yeah, like
that would be totally fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Get to work on that. You have like 3 weeks to get it figured out. It's fine.
I am. I'm gonna figure it all out. I'm gonna do every possible permutation of the playoffs and like just record them all in advance over the weekend.
I like it.
This is where I try to show off some of like the unique helmets that I have. So like I have like that Hank Aaron lowercase a for the Braves on the. Yeah. I've got one of those there on a helmet.
I actually like that logo better.
I like that logo. I like the uniform. I like everything about that. The Hank Aaron era
baseball. Yeah,
baseball uniforms were great. Mm-hmm. The official Ice Cream Helmet Hall of Fame playoff bracket. That's right, Pat. Probably an app for that. It's probably true.
I'm with it.
The Godfather of Helmet Sunday collecting himself.
Yeah,
Johnny Bolin commenting on here. I gotta, in case Ranger Amy was heading out for a run, so she may not be hearing this, but I'm gonna screen grab that for her to see. So
I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm still in the previous owner. I just started that today. So.
Oh, Bob Bavasi.
Yeah.
Good man. So
I like it. I was like, we went with MLB to design, and we pay way too much money.
There's a part of the story. I don't know if you've gotten to it yet. There's a part of the story where he says like they got so frustrated with Major League Baseball trying to do the logo and not getting it that they got actual tree frogs and sent them two tree frogs. They kept one and they sent the other one to actual Major League Baseball. And Ranger Amy had not heard that yet, and her first question was like, "Well, what happened to the tree frogs after they were done with the logo?" And I don't know. They're probably out in the.
They're in somewhere in New York City.
They're in the sewers of Everett, and they're like 20 times their normal size.
Well, they sent one to New York, and so
yeah. The huge crashing sound you're about to hear, by the way, is my cat up on the table now, walking around, with the lamps and the Helmet Sundays.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great. Maybe Yodel will pick the World Series matchup for us by mistake here. Like, what if,
Figure
that
out.
Oh my God, you should do that
over there. Have Yodel.
Just smack it. I see it. I see your cat. There it is.
You see her? You see her back there?
There it is.
There's about to be a huge disaster over here. Those are all of my helmets available for trade on that table, by the way. I know, Yodel. Everything is sad.
Free cat hair included, huh?
Yes.
Free hairball.
Eric was funny. That was Eric's like. Eric commented on Twitter. I thanked Amy for joining me when she was sitting next to me at the baseball game.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming all the way to Everett to talk to me about tree frogs.
Thanks for traveling all the way with me in the car just to interview.
We're doing another interview at an Arizona Fall League game.
Ooh.
That's on the bucket list. I've been told that's like the hidden gem of baseball, Fall League.
I can't wait. I think it's funny how they switch the teams around from year to year. Like they don't. It's not the Phillies aren't always the
think they just put them in a little bucket and then just like randomly choose. So like, okay, guys, this year you guys are the Saguaro.
trying to determine a theory for that. One thought was maybe they determine it by like what positions the teams want to send. And so they try to like mix and match the teams so that you get like a full like normal looking roster.
Could be.
Yeah. So if like there's one team that wants to send 4 pitchers and, a shortstop, and there's another team that's sending all outfielders and a catcher, they put them together, something like that.
It would be nice if they actually have some nice merch, though.
I know. I totally want a Seguros hat.
Javelinas, that's what I want.
Yeah, Javelinas with a Z?
Yeah, exactly, with a Z. Can I play on to them like Z without Guardians?
I think this should be like our little Curve Brim Media subtext thing that we do. Like every team that ends with an S actually end it with a Z instead.
And put it in. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm with it.
Astros. Oh, Pat threw an extra Z into Astros.
Astros. It's great.
I like it.
Any S is replaced with a
Z.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, so what about so Friday, right? We got all these games. I want both of you to pick the winners of each game.
Not doing it.
Come on.
All right.
I'll start.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Oh, here we'll alternate. You do one. Let's pick. We can't pick our own series though.
Okay.
So we'll all pick the series that our teams are not involved with. All right. So, but Anna, you don't have to.
I'll do it.
All
I'm gonna go M's J's. That'll be my pick. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Mariners are gonna take it. As much as I know that Patrick's heart will be broken with that, I feel like the story is too good this year.
Yeah.
Ed, it's not just because you're my best pal. It's I'm gonna take the Guardians. I think the Guardians beat the Mariners.
Yeah.
No.
It's not because you're my best
Guardians
pal,
beat
buddy.
the Mariners. The Rays, you mean?
The Rays, you mean?
What did I say?
You said Phillies Rays tumbler again.
I did it again.
Yeah. So you got the Guardians beating the Rays.
I've got the Guardians beating the Rays. Yeah.
For the whole series or just one game?
No, just Friday. Friday.
Guardians over Rays.
See, so and then you got Seattle over Toronto. You said.
Yeah, that's what I got. I don't want to say that as we look at Pat's response, but that's my gut.
Wow. Okay, Mike Seller just like thanks, Mike. Block him.
Yeah, he's just like they will win.
Right, they will win.
Mike figured out time travel. We just don't know it yet.
I agree with him on the Phillies and Cardinals.
So you're saying the Cards?
I think the Cards are going to win Friday.
How many Rainier beers have I had? Well, whatever percentage of this one is left, subtract that from 100, and that's how much I've had of one beer.
I got Cardinals. I got the home teams winning.
All the home teams.
Going straight chalk, huh?
Yep. Home teams.
All right.
God, Mets are pissed. The Mets are pissed.
I would love to see the Padres. Oh, Jeff is taking he's taking the
flip side of Mike's
flip side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so he had the Rays.
He had Rays, Jays, Cards, Padres.
Ooh.
So Jeff is taking
Cleveland.
Yeah. Seattle.
Philly, and Mets.
Yeah. Cleveland, Seattle, Phillies, Mets, or Cards, Padres, Jays, Rays. I think I'm with Jeff, even though I don't have any actual faith that the Phillies are going to win. I think if I had to take Mike's picks versus Jeff's picks,
I'll take Jeff's.
Yeah, I'll take a Jeff's too.
Yeah,
Anna,
Mike, I trust you. Trust Mike more than these two, maybe. So I don't know though. I like except for the Jays. I just don't have a good feel for the Jays, but they could surprise me. Who knows?
I just think also that the Mets are just pissed off that they lost the division. Yeah. And they have to play an extra series. Yeah. That they're just gonna come out
Yeah.
Don't
I just
blame
think
me.
they're objectively a better team than the Padres. I think
I agree. They also have a much better pitching staff than the Padres do.
True.
So not just starting, but also their bullpen is much better than the Padres.
Yeah, it'll be
As I-
interesting to see the like how big of a role momentum really plays. I'm curious to watch that. That doesn't bode well for the Rays, obviously, if that's the case. But
Excuse
Do
me.
not want to see your cat's rear end, bro.
it is after dark.
After dark.
Oh man, we just lost our PG rating.
There it goes.
Now she's over here biting my leg.
Yeah, Mets. The one that's intriguing to me is the Seattle Toronto. I think that's going to be a lot closer. I think it's going to go all three on that one.
The battle for Canada.
Yep, I think it's going to go all three.
All right.
As a Mets fan, being in first place all of April, May, June, July, August, September. Yes, that team. Yeah, right. Exactly. You were first the whole year, and then just like that little bit right there, and then boom.
Who's the guy? The Mets guy who declared the NL East over in May, and everyone's playing the video now.
Oh man,
it's the same guy you were talking about last week. First place.
Right, it's the same guy. First place. Mike has always known that Anna was his favorite.
That's right.
The truth is just coming out tonight, guys.
Whoa, Mike!
It is. Yeah, everyone had a little bit of truth serum tonight, didn't they?
Someone's a little hurt.
Did have 2 beers at the ballpark, which is a rarity for me on Wednesdays. So
you got out to the ballpark and then you got back. What was it? What was the atmosphere like at a Rangers game on the last day of the season with nothing at stake?
Pleasant, It was a good time. A lot of Yankees fans, obviously. A lot of people who I think didn't check the lineup before they got there and were upset at the amount of money they spent to sit where they sat.
To not see.
Yeah, exactly.
Judge
But,
didn't play, right?
No, not at all. So but they were still trying to sell left field seats for $400 some.
Oh
So,
my God.
and I'm sure at least one person paid for that. But it was Tom Greaves' last game in the booth. He's been with the organization for 55 years.
Wow.
So back to like Washington Senator days. And so a standing O for him, and good time. It was a good time.
Yep.
I'll sell it.
Sell it.
100%.
No question.
I'm not even keeping it.
Right.
I'm selling that sucker right away. All right, going on eBay. Let's go.
And even if it's something that like is never going to happen because it's already happened and someone else caught it, I'm not going to pretend like I'd be the person who would give it back to me, to Aaron Judge. I had a funny thing happen at work today where I was in the kitchen eating up some leftover enchiladas, and someone from the downstairs office is up there and knows that I like baseball. And he's like, speaking of baseball, how about the big Aaron Rodgers home run over the weekend? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm more of a baseball guy than a football guy. And he's like, the home run. I was like, Aaron Judge? He's like, yes, Aaron Judge. I was like, enjoy your lunch. We'll try again tomorrow.
All right, that's strike one. Let's try tomorrow. See how
Get
this
back
works
to the
out.
break room puzzle. Everything will be fine.
Here's what I'm more jealous about yesterday than here's the thing. If that ball had come directly to me, some 6'5" guy is gonna like reach up and just snatch it out of my hands. Like I have no shot to catch that ball.
Yeah. You need to short hop it.
Yeah. What I was jealous of was the fact that there was a day-night doubleheader, and out at Globe Life, the first game was closed, the second game was open. So you had a chance to see the same ballpark open or closed in one day. Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I had thought about that because I would have maybe tried a little harder.
The Seattle game that I saw earlier last month, I guess, they closed the roof during the game.
Oh,
during the game.
Yeah.
How long does that usually take?
At least Zach Campbell didn't get it. It took a couple of minutes. I mean,
I think Hampel would have been gotten his ass beat.
I know, that would have been fun to see. Didn't he? I saw something where like he posted that like some team was taking batting practice just for him. It was the Cardinals. He was at a Cardinals game and they're like, the Cardinals are going to have batting practice just for me. And like all the Cardinals fans were posting Phillies in 2.
Oh God, that guy's just like.
Oh yeah, that was terrifying. Like to
Yeah.
watch, I was like, "Oh, good
Yeah.
grief!"
Yeah, watching the dude just like fall out of the stand because you don't know what happened from far
Yeah.
away, right? Like that was just.
Well,
Oh no, that guy jumped. That's not, he didn't fall. That
Yeah.
dude just wee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had
But
too many
also,
beers.
don't forget what happened in Arlington at the old ballpark. You know,
Guy died, right?
in 2011, 2012, something like that.
Yeah.
Going over the exact same left field wall. So,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
terrible.
kind of scary to see. But he was fine, escorted out. So I saw a tweet that said the guy who caught the ball was escorted by security to get it authenticated. The guy who jumped over the wall was escorted by security for a different reason. So
he was escorted right to jail.
exactly,
Oh
straight
my.
out of the ballpark at least, and probably
Yeah.
never coming back.
You're banned. Bye. See ya.
Pat with 2 shots today. Pat is coming to the. He's coming to the after dark side.
Man, look at him. Look at that, Pat. Should we call him Patty now just because, who was more in pain? The guy that jumped down from George? Or this bro. That dude got leveled.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was
What was that?
protesting.
Was
but
it
he
a
doesn't
gender
remember.
reveal? Was the pink
No,
smoke
it wasn't.
like
Yeah,
we're
no,
having a
it
girl?
wasn't. It
It's a
wasn't a
girl.
gender
Boom.
reveal.
Okay.
But he's feeling it this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Bobby Wagner just saying, it's like, well, I the security guards looked like they needed help, so I helped.
Yeah. We had a show rundown that was like how many items long? Here he is, the bad boy of Curb Brim Media. We love it. That the earned fun average guys and their podcast, their enduring legacy, I think, is naming Pat Larson the bad boy of Curved Brim Media.
Yeah.
That's one of their finer achievements.
True story.
True story. We had a rundown of like 7 things we were going to talk about. I think we got to one of them so far. We're going to talk about the J curve. I believe.
Yeah, we were talking about the J curve because we wanted to, because I showed you my hoodie that I had today.
Yeah.
Okay. Today the most meaning. We already talked about that.
Oh, okay.
The meaningless 162 game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a terrible day today.
Let's see. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking here.
All right.
It was just nothing but playoffs. I want you guys before the end of the night, though. I want you guys to pick each series winners because, we're not gonna talk until on the show until next week. So,
well, so the series winners. Okay.
Yeah, series winners.
Yeah. On the way home from these posts are getting longer here. It's like we're micro blogging in the comments section. Okay, so Mike and his brother had a conversation.
Sellers After Dark. That's good. It's good.
Oh, the EFA guys.
Those guys. They're not awesome. They're average. Okay.
All right. So you want us to pick each series?
Yes.
All right.
If you want to keep yourself from picking your own series, that's fine.
Okay. Rays in 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cardinals in 2.
Okay.
Mets in 2. And then in the battle for Canada, Toronto in 3.
Interesting.
Chris doesn't want you to do it.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that, I think. But I'll touch on the others. I think so. I feel like it's weird that it's a 3-game series. They're all at one ballpark. It's a little weird.
Smart.
I get it. I get it, but not a big fan.
It's a little weird. No, I mean,
at least flip them. Like give let them be the home team, even if it's not at the park. But
I thought they were going to do that.
Yeah. So I say I'm taking the M's over the J's. I think that's going to be 3 games.
How does Julio do in his return from the IL?
Oh, he's built for prime time. He's
sure is.
Yeah, he's going to go all Randy Arozarena out there, I think. So that's my expectation for him. I know. And Pat was just texting me such nice things like right before we hopped on
I
the
know,
show.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Phones.
Hey, it's not Patrick's phone. Paul's phone is not working again. What the hell? All right, so you got Toronto.
Yeah.
You said
No.
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah.
You got Seattle
Yeah.
in 3.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 3. It's gonna be
Okay.
close. I think most of these will go 3 games, I think. I say New York Mets. And then I think the Cards. That's what I say. But
I think I get it. Listen, I'm okay with everybody not picking the Guardians. Totally okay with that.
Us against the world.
Yeah, they got this mentality all year long.
Us and our Atari Dig Dug logo versus
no one is giving them a chance, and I'm okay with that because that's they use it. So I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, I think so. I think they will. I got St. Louis in 2.
You can go right to hell, Ed.
I love you, buddy.
My question is Zach Wheeler going to throw a perfect game or just a no-hitter in the first game?
Wow.
Yeah.
Toronto. I got Toronto in 3, and I got Mets in 2. Yep. Yeah. Again, I'm going back with the Mets just pissed off. They're embarrassed, right? They should have won that division. It was theirs. They lost it, and now they're gonna have to
But if I'm a Mets fan, I don't want them thinking about that. I just want them to go out and play their game because they're a better team.
Oh, they are the better team.
Chris is trying the secret double reverse jinx here. I get it. This is why I picked the Cardinals in 2 as well. The secret double reverse jinx, and that's why I'm secretly happy that Ed and Anna are hopping on that bandwagon. Zach, hello. I will be at an Arizona Fall League game on October 17th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually going to work remotely from Arizona for a couple of days.
Very cool.
Oh God. Oh. That's rough. Rough life.
Some turtles, some cactuses.
Cacti.
Yeah. Do you guys like this new format?
Ranger Amy on you.
Yeah, no,
I think cactus is appropriate. I also pronounce the G in saguaro.
Isn't cacti the plural?
Yeah. But I don't know if it's like fish and fishes, right? Like those are both acceptable in certain scenarios. Who knows? Ask Ranger Amy. She should know.
I am the editor of a magazine and that naturalists write for. Cactuses is acceptable.
Is it really?
Yep. You can even use cactus as plural. Look at all the cactus, you could say.
Excellent.
Yeah. Cacti, cactuses, and cactus are all acceptable.
And this concludes today's English lesson.
This is Paul's Grammar Girl episode here. It's it's like my favorite thing.
Right.
Ask me another one.
I love this.
Next week we're getting into why it's okay to end a sentence in a preposition.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just no.
Preposition is a perfectly okay thing to end a sentence with. That was a little grammar humor for you guys there.
You're the only one laughing.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a funny joke.
Everybody's like,
what's up with all my grammar and usage peeps out there?
So
go ahead.
Ed's question about the new format, yay or nay? I'm for. I am terrified of a one game. You play 162 games. You put all the blood, sweat, and tears into a season that long, and then to go home on one game is just absurd.
It happened to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm for the 3-game format. John made a point that it's like just perhaps an extension of the one game, but I think it should be perhaps all 3 games at one ballpark, but switch who gets the home team designation for at least one of the games.
Even if it's,
Yeah.
So, for example, like Cleveland and Tampa.
Mhm.
Cleveland be home first, then
Yeah.
Tampa the next day.
Yeah, like when they played the World Series in 2020, right? They still had home and away.
Yep.
But all at one ballpark.
I like it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Especially because, well, they're not doing the zombie runner, are they? In extra innings in the playoffs.
No.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but the runner on second in extra innings did not bother me this year. It really
Disagree.
didn't.
Your opinion is wrong.
Of course it is.
Let's talk about prepositions again. Chris and I can talk offline about prepositions.
But it really didn't. It really did not bother me at all. I thought it was going to bother me more than it actually did.
What about counterpoint? It's objectively dumb. Donnie and I are on the same page.
Wrong.
Why not just start a runner at second every inning then, you know?
Yeah. Get a lot of runs.
Did you guys know that in basketball there wasn't a 3-point line before, and then they made that? And look at that, crazy! Did you guys know that there was no dunking in NBA either?
But what if they just put a 3-point line down for overtime?
Well,
what if they took away the 3-point line for games that mattered?
That would have been kind of cool.
The argument that rules change in games is not an argument that every rule change is a good idea.
Yeah, but it's not a bad idea though. Like, I mean, the next year we're going to get bigger bases.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
shocked. This is the J curve on Ed's
Ed's
perspective of the Manfred man.
Yeah,
I bet. And listen, 162 games is a long season for me, and I just needed to I thought about all this stuff watching these games.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's exciting though. It is exciting, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to make it exciting, and then managerial genius came into play when it comes to, like, there's like people took advantage of it, and it worked out in so many ways.
Yep.
There was a lot of planning to go into it. You're on the West Coast. You don't have a 9 p.m. start time. He's not on the West Coast.
I'm in the fictitious mountain time zone, which doesn't really exist.
That mountain time doesn't exist.
Yeah. But it's still, you do get the earlier games. I just give me a 15-inning game. Give me a game where some failed starter has to pitch 7 innings to get his team, keep his team alive through through the 16th inning. I think the reason I dislike it is not because it's a change, right? Like, I mean, I adapted to the designated hitter rule. I was fine with it. It's like I resisted that for a long time, and it's just like, okay, the designated hitter is fine. I don't mind it. The runner on second base, I think, just is too big an advantage strategically for one team.
Yeah.
I would rather see it and in a home run contest like the Pioneer League does than in something that completely upends the strategy of the game and gives an advantage to, I mean, the home team's advantage with the runner on second base rule is outrageous.
Yeah, it is.
How though? Because you're still, like, I mean, the away team still has a chance to score a run and go ahead.
They do, but if they hold them, it completely changes the strategy for the home team.
But so does the home run derby. I mean, what if like a team like Cleveland, who has no home run hitters really,
but they're both going up there
against the Yankees.
But they're both going up there trying to do the same thing. They're trying to hit a bunch of home runs in the Pioneer League. First base instead of second base.
I like that idea.
First if you had to.
That's more exciting to me to have them on first because it's more strategy. Like, theoretically, extra inning games should be over instantaneously, right? Because you bunt the guy over to third base and then you hit a deep fly ball and the run scores.
Yeah,
right.
So it's
if you're the home team and you hold the away team, the game's basically over. It's like starting at the 25-yard line with because they're playing for a different number of runs.
But
the away team's playing for a big inning because they can't play for just the one, whereas the home team can play for just the one if they hold the away team.
But hold on a second, because at the same time, the away team can, let's say they get the out, they can walk the other batter, put him on first, right? Because they know that one run is going to win no matter what. Then they play for a double play, right? So I mean, the planning goes into strategery. I love that word, strategery. Goes into it, right? So
yeah, I see the point. I do. I just hate it. There's nothing more like, and it's always G-Man Choi who's starting the inning at second base. It's not never Randy Arozarena or Wander Franco. It's G-Man Choi is starting at second base, and I'm like, okay, well,
I do love that guy though.
He's the best, but he's not speedy.
Right. I also think it's one of those rules that people who don't like baseball put into place to create less baseball.
Yeah.
To shorten games.
Yeah.
But you know who created that rule?
Manfred.
Rob Manfred.
Try again.
You think the players did?
It was Theo Epstein.
Really?
In that he's the one that's come up with all these crazy ideas. That's why he's working with the league. He's the one working with the league to create all of these ideas that are changing.
I think Baseball Poodle has the final word.
Conversation over.
The end. You remember where strategery comes from?
I believe that was W, was it not?
It was Will Ferrell's impression of W.
Right,
W never actually said it.
It was Will Ferrell.
I wouldn't have been surprised.
If he actually did say it.
I was going to say.
I fear they have misunderestimated us.
See, look, Donnie I would walk the first batter to create double play. Absolutely. Especially if it's like your number 4 hitter. If it's like your number 3 or number 4,
you have one outfielder. Do it like a hockey 3-on-3.
That's pretty cool though. The hockey 3-on-3 overtime. It's fun.
It'd be like everyone play your normal position, but it's like the shift, but with just fewer fielders.
And that's going away. The shift is going away.
Yep. Yeah. And like that's the thing that I'll adjust to, right? Like I won't miss the shift, right? It's like, but
that's going to be a lot more runs being scored.
I can adjust to the rule change. I can adjust to the expanded playoffs. I can 3 games, 1 game, whatever. But the runner on second, to me, objectively changes the game for the express purpose of shortening it.
Okay, so why did the players union
way to describe your companions? this curved rim after dark got real dark.
Right. Why didn't the players union object to it then?
Because they like shorter games too. They're not here for the integrity of the game. They get to go hit the post-game spread sooner.
Hey. It's
Why not make the games 5 innings then? I bet you the players union would agree to
that.
Make
it 7. No, let's just go with 7.
Yeah, what about the 7-inning doubleheader? Do you miss that?
Oh God, no. That I didn't like.
Yeah.
The team owners love their run in second because they can't sell after the 7th inning.
Exactly. I think they should start beer sales again, like in the 11th inning. And then
oh my God, are you kidding me? That would be amazing.
Shut them down in the 14th.
All right, come on, let's go. We got more beer. This game's going forever.
Hey, the next time we convene here, guys, we're gonna know. So someone here, their season's gonna be over. Possibly 2 of us.
So I'm out next week. I'm in Florida. If the Rays are in Florida, I will be at the Trop.
Holy smokes!
I'll be
reporting live.
Maybe. But yeah, so you guys will have to carry us through next week. But I'll be there in spirit, but not really because I'll be on the beach. So
Ed and I are not speaking to each other.
Yeah.
This is it. We're just going to be staring at each other during the whole show.
We're just staring at just doing this for the whole.
Being grumpy. You're dumb.
Ed and I are now fierce rivals in an NBA fantasy league.
Yeah, we are.
And this is like I was comparing it to the Bizarro Jerry episode of Seinfeld where Elaine finds the 3 friends who are like parallel to Kramer, George, and Jerry. but they're all like super nice and supportive, and they read instead of watching TVs, and they like open the door for each other. And so my baseball palooza crowd is Jerry, George, and Kramer, and my Curve Brim Media crowd is the opposite. All the kind people who. What about this idea? Who do we replace? Maybe maybe Darla makes her surprise reappearance.
It's obviously Yodel.
Yodel's coming. Yodel's butt.
Yodel's showing it. Angels will be out of the 2023 playoff run by next week. Oh,
Zach,
wow.
Zach, the Mariners and the Phillies graciously handed off the mantle of longest playoff drought to the Tigers and the Angels.
Yikes.
So, Jeff, thank you for being here. Thank you for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs home plate shaped cutting board that I have in my kitchen. I love it. Anna, don't pack the Rays hat. Chris is all about the triple secret double reverse jinx here.
Yeah, no kidding.
She's right though. The white one has not been kind to us this year, so I'll have to pick a better one.
Look at Philip and Mike coming in back to back with a call for Eric the Peanut Guy.
You guys should put that on Twitter and tag him on that one. See what he says.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
If his public calls for it, then he'll be here. But what if there's a big Mariners showdown?
That's what I was saying. What if there's a game conflicting?
Shane voting for Eric. Eric and I could talk about how I was the first person to sleep in his guest room. Holy crap! Is Eric like? Are these all Eric Mertens burner accounts here? Or are we actually talking to these guys?
It was like, I'll pay you guys. I love it. Love it.
He's honored to be asked. Pat's mad though.
Again, here we go with the niceties.
Pat is going to be tearing him down. Oh, he so deserves it. He so deserves it. You deserve
his Mariners deserve to win. He's such a good series.
Good series. Good. Both teams played hard. I hope both teams
Everybody
had
have fun.
Yeah. Hey, we're overtime again here.
As usual.
Rapid fire. I have the Everett Aqua Sox this week. And next week, the Brooklyn Cyclones. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Anna, who do you have tomorrow?
Spencer McCann. He is the team photographer for the Clearwater Threshers.
Clearwater.
Clearwater. Yep.
Clearwater.
Yep.
I'm wearing my Clearwater shirt next week.
I like it.
And Ed?
This week, Sarah Rowe.
That was a great interview. That was totally fun.
She was great.
Yep. Love it. She was awesome. And next week, Nate Mueller. He is a custom designer and maker of football helmets.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Well, many ones. It was cool. So it was a good conversation on collecting. So going back to my roots.
To your roots.
Yeah, going back to my roots in collecting. So that was a cool one.
Enjoy the playoffs, everybody.
Go Guards. Go Guards.
Let's go, Phil.
Everybody's going to be against my Guards, but, it's cool. Whatever. Bye.
Bye, y'all.